Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with our 10-minute set review for White from Ravnica City of Guilds. So let's start with our first card. It's a 1 mana 1/1 in the form of Caregiver, and we can sacrifice a creature and prevent the next one damage that would be dealt to target creature or player this turn. Yeah, I don't know, if you very aggressively curve out in a Boros deck, that might be, but it's still weak. It's a 1 mana 1/1 with no relevant upside really. Maybe we can orchestrate winning the combat, but not so much. And then Selesnya, you might have more tokens to sacrifice. It goes longer way there. But otherwise, I think it's forgettable. Festival of the Guild Pact. It's an instant X and a white, prevent next X damage that would be dealt to you this turn and draw a card. So worst case, this is cycle. And then this could be much more than that. So this is a card which occasionally you want to keep an eye out for. Votary of the Conclave, it's a 1 mana 1/1. So this is a Selesnya card, Human Soldier. 2 and green regenerate Votary of the Conclave. So this could be pretty annoying, especially if we can back it up later with a bigger board presence. This can hold the fort in some cases, but 3 mana is a lot to regenerate. So there you go. Not extremely excited. Wojak Siren. So it has Radiance, target creature, and each other creature that shares a color with it gets +1/+1 until end of turn. This could be good in Boros decks. We can swing out even in Selesnya if we go very wide. This can get a lot of power and toughness on the battlefield. Bane Light, it has Radiance, choose a color, target creature, and each other creature that shares a color with it gain protection from chosen color until end of turn. So it's kind of like God's Willing for 2 mana. That could have some implications here. Gets you damage from blockers and stuff like that, or protect from removal spells. Courier Hawk, it's a 2 mana flying vigilance 1/2. This could be good in Boros decks, chipping away damage and then pumping it later. Flicker form. So this is an aura for 2, 1 and a white, and it has 2 white. It basically flickers the creature really, and flicker form on every aura arrives back on them. So this is what phasing always want it to be, because unlike phasing, this triggers the enter the battlefield abilities. So if you have a lot of those value abilities, flicker form lets us basically use them. So it's an interesting card. In that regard, leave no trace, so it's 2 mana instant, destroy target enchantment and each other enchantment that shares a color with it. So allegedly there is a sub team, enchantment aura sub team in this set. So I don't know, this is probably a sideboard card against those. It used to see some modern play back in the day. Suppression field. So speaking of another one, we saw Eternal Former play. So it's an enchantment, 1 and a white. Activated abilities cost 2 more to play unless they are mana abilities. So this impacts cracking the fetch lands in Modern and Legacy. So this is a very good prison card, but limited. I don't think it has much applications. Veteran Armorer, so this is a very good creature. It starts out as a Grizzly Bear, 1 and a white for a Human Soldier 2/2, but other creatures you control get +1, +0/+1. So this is good in Boros and it's also good in Selesnya, so it's a very highly pickable card. Benevolent Ancestor, so this is a Defender 03, also 04 for 3 mana, and it has tap prevent the next one damage that would be there to target creature or player this turn. This is solid in Selesnya, it can hold the fort very well, and preventing the damage can mess up combat mats, so this might be a card to keep eye out. Boros Fury Shield, so it's an instant for 2 and white, and then prevent all combat damage that would be dealt by target attacking or blocking creature this turn. And if red was spent to play Boros Fury Shield, it deals damage to that creature's controller equal to that creature's power. This might have some application. I think in our Boros deck we want 1 copies of that. Obviously we don't draft like 5 of them. Devouring Light, so it's a 1 white enchantment. It has Convoke, so it's an instant rather, and it has Convoke and remove target attacking and blocking creature from the game. So I think it's very good in Selesnya, probably a little bit less so in Balance, but overall it's just a solid removal spell. Gatehound, it's 2 and a white. 1/1 creatures you control has vigilance as long as this creature is enchanted. So this is kind of a payoff for that said aura sub team. I don't know how well it works. Light of Sanctions, it's 1 white for an enchantment at rare and prevent all damage that would be dealt to creatures you control by sources you control. I don't know if there is like for this like an effect which deals damage to every creature on the battlefield. That's where the joke would happen, but I don't think this set has that. I mean, some of the rares in Boros might have, but that's just so far-fetched. So this is clearly an F. Now, Night Guard Patrol, on the other hand, is 2 and a white for first strike vigilance 2-1. Solid card in Boros, still good in Selesnya, so you always pick it highly and play it. Twilight Drover, so this is also a 3 drop, 2 and a white for 1-1 in Spirit. Whenever a creature token leaves play, put a +1/+1 counter on it. And then for 2 and a white, remove a +1/+1 counter. And you can put 2/1/1 white Spirit token with flying onto the battlefield. This card is an absolute bomb in Selesnya. So there you go. That's your bomb rare. Concerted Effort, it's an enchantment, 2 white. And at the beginning of each player's upkeep, all creatures you control gain flying until the end of turn if creature you control has flying. And the same goes for first strike, double strike, landwalk protection, trample, and vigilance. I don't know, this might have some Selesnya applications. I think in Boros you just rather want a creature that can attack. Conclave's Blessing, so it's an enchantment aura. It's 4 mana, 3 and white. It has Convoke, and enchanted creature gets +0/+2 for each other creature you control. So this can build a very big wall for us. Fate's Feathers, so this is an awesome removal spell in this format. So it's 3 and a white, an aura, enchanted permanent. When it enters the battlefield, you gain 4 life. And then the enchanted permanent's activated words can be activated, and if it's a creature, it can't attack or block. So pacifism shuts down abilities. Yeah, this is an A plus removal in this format. Hunted Lamassu, 2 and white for a 5/5 flyer, but the bad news is that our opponent gets a 4/4 black horror token. I think it would still work in Boros because it chips away the last few points of damage, and at that point, we probably don't really care about the horror token anymore. Loxodon Gatekeeper, Selesnya, it's 2 white for a 2/3, and it's also probably very good in Boros too, actually, because artifacts, creatures, and lands your opponent control come into play tapped, which means that they can block. Sunsour, so it's a 3 and a white 1/3 spirit. Tap 3 on that creatures you control, tap target creature once, pretty half this price, but it's very good in Selesnya because you have all those tokens lying around. Screeching Griffin, awesome in Boros, 3 and a white for a 2/2 flyer, and for red, target creature can't block this. Amazing stuff. Seed Spark, it's 3 and white for an instant, destroy target artifact or enchantment, and if you spend the green on it, you can put 2 Trapper tokens in play. Well, guess what? It's good in Selesnya. Wojak Apothecary, I don't even know how to pronounce it, but it's a 4 mana 1/1, which is pretty bad stat line. But it has Radiance, prevent the next one damage that would be dealt to target creature, each other creature that shares a color with this turn. I don't know, it can mess up combat math, but it's just the price is probably too hefty on this. Conclave Phalanx, on the other hand, it's a 5 mana 2/4, and when it comes to play, you gain life for each creature you control. Very good in Selesnya, and it has Convoke, so it can come down cheap, clog the board, gain life. So we can cost our 9/14 Worm. Dive Bomber Griffin, so it's a 3/2 flyer for 5 mana, and you can sacrifice it, and it deals 3 damage to target attacking or blocking creature. Yeah, I think it might be solid in Boros too. uh, Dromat Purebreed, so it's a 5 mana 1/5, and whenever it's that damage, you gain 1 life. Yeah, I don't know, maybe a Selesnya marginally playable, not a very exciting card. 3 Dreams, search a library for up to 3 Aura cards with different names, reveal them, and put them into your hand, then shuffle your library for a 5 mana sorcery. I don't think this is gonna be workable, like you need like 10 auras for this to really pop off, but then what else is in your deck at that point? It's a constructed card. Aura Touch Mage, so it's 3/3/4/6, and when it comes into play, search your library for an Aura card that could enchant this one. If it's still in play, attach the Aura to it, otherwise reveal it and put it to your hand. So yeah, so it comes enchanted. That could be something if you have a few Auras lying around. Conclave Aeronaut, so this is a very good Selesnya card. It has Convoke, and it's a 6 mana 3/3 flyer. Awesome in Selesnya. I don't know if about it works in Boros. Outsworn Giant, so it's a 3/4 vigilance, and other creatures you control get +0/+2 and have vigilance, and it's a 6 drop. So I think that's very good in Selesnya with all those tokens. I don't know about Boros, so they're too expensive. Ghost of the Innocent, so it's a 7 mana 4/5, and if a source would deal damage to a creature or player, it deals half the damage rounded down. to that creature or player instead. Yeah, this is a peacekeeper, ladies and gentlemen, so not much damage gonna get thrown around. I think the joke here is that we pair it with large Selesnya creatures, so even if you have the damage, it still be substantial. Again, the 9/14 worm. Hour of Reckoning, so it's a 4 white, white, white. Sorcery, it has Convoke, destroy all non-token creatures. So one-sided board wipe for Selesnya, ladies and gentlemen. And another one, Chant of the Vitugazi, so it's 6 mana, 6 and a white white. It's an instant with Convoke. Prevent all damage that would be dealt by creatures this turn. You gain 1 life for each damage prevented this turn. This way. Well, yeah, if they swing out, we can gain a ton of life, and yeah. So I'm basically Fogon attack and crack back. I don't know how good this is. Very niche scenario. Now Blazing Archon on the other hand, this one is very good. So it's 6 white, white, white. It's also more like a Selesnya card. It's a 5/6 flying Archon, and creatures can't attack you. Simple as that. Why this will kill them in 4 turns in the air. So that's it for white. We're gonna come back with blue soon. Thanks for watching and see you there.